All right, welcome back, everybody. Well, today we got something real special here. Folks at Argendon Shield 35, the dehumidifier, reached out to me, want to know why I want to test this, and with the severe humidity and the temperatures here in Southeast Virginia, I said, oh yeah, definitely. You know, give it a try out there in the workshop, and we're currently overhauling the bathroom and the kitchen and everything like that. It'd be nice to be able to get the humidity under control, and maybe make the air conditioning systems not strain so hard to get to it. But anyway, in the meantime, we're going to take a look at this and everything. Here's a little drain plug, and we got a nice little set of instructions here and everything. We'll turn it around here and give a look at it. And we're sitting out here next to the workshop because every place else already has fans and everything else running, so I wanted to be able to not have to scream to, you know, get our message across here. Alright, you see the Shield 35M diagram here. Filter, handle, unit housing, control panel. There's your rear view, air outlet, gravity drainage, unit housing, power cord. Anyway, here is the filter. Comes out real easy, real nice, and pretty cool. Alright. Alright, let's talk about some installation here. Please place dehumidifier on a level surface. Do not place directly on a vapor barrier. Like example, use blocks or pavers to create a level surface. And if the unit is handled in such a manner that the compressor did not remain in upright position, you need to place a level surface and let it sit there for a minimum of 2 hours. Set up the drain line, and like I showed you that one. And we can come over here, and we see this over here. Alright. And here is your key functions. Alright, plug unit into any 15 amp grounded circuit. There's the off gear, the continuous gear, the 30 humidity relative humidity light, then the 50, and then the 70, and then you got the drainage system. Alright, your indicator lights, you've got a power indicator, defrost indicator, full indicator, and a fault indicator. Okay, like I said, we're going to give this a try out in the workshop and inside the areas where we're doing all that work and everything, because humidity in the inside's been running anywhere from 65 to as much as 80%. So it's just it's kind of hard to, you know, paint and everything like that. Plus, you always run that risk of mildew and all that kind of good stuff. So this piece of gear is definitely going to get its tryout. So all right. This is the hose that was provided with us. Looks like a pretty stout thing. But I'll tell you what, this thing is built. It is serious construction. And it's going to get a test in just about every circumstance that we have here. And the next 9-10 days supposed to be anywhere from 95 Fahrenheit to 100. And the humidity is supposed to be extreme. And matter of fact, the weatherman just said tropical. So anyway, all right, you see right currently it's set on 50 and it's off, and that's continuous power. Can you hear it? That's why we put it out here, that way you can actually hear it. With all the equipment running in the workshop and stuff, you probably would not have heard it. That's 30. 50, 70. All right, you see your full, fault, defrost, off, continuous. All right, and if you need information about the product, there you go. Argendon, you got the support number, got the phone number. Alright, you see your various warnings: risk of fire, flammable refrigerant used to be repaired only by trained personnel, advertisement warning, risk of fire. Okay, here's your hose in there, and we're letting it run for a little bit and see what goes on and stuff. And it was so loud in the workshop and everything else, and then when you turn on the equipment, you can't even hear anything. So, but this is as loud as it gets right here. There you go, registering the product for warranty as a mandatory prior to use. Here you go. Alright, so we got the dehumidifier running, and it was 65% relative humidity a few minutes ago, and now it's 63. Alright, this is part of our projects that we're working on, overhauling the utility room where the washer and dryer and everything is, and we're trying to get this humidity down where it's easier to work up in here. It's going to be a really hot day anyway. We got it set on 50%, and it is flat doing the job. And just remember, when you get this, should it be arrive and it's set up on its side or upside down or anything like that in the box, you're going to have to give this about 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, you know, for all the fluids for the compressor, I think, to settle back in. And it is still sucking that humidity down. Big time. Truly amazing. It is pulling that thing, the humidity down big time, fast. Alright. Like I said, a few minutes ago it was 65, now it's 60 something. Yeah, this is about as loud as it gets, so it's not really an issue at all. You can just watch the relative humidity just drop. Well, I'll tell you, I'm genuinely impressed. This area right in here has always been an issue with humidity and dampness and even mildew, bacteria, or anything else, but issues with paint and everything like that. But this is really sucking the relative humidity out big time. Well, after about 15 minutes of running, it has brought it from 65 down to 55.7. It's a little warm in here at the moment because we got a lot of equipment running, but the humidity, oh my goodness, man. This feels so much better. I am very, very impressed. It has brought the humidity down from 65 to 54.8. It's been running, I don't know, about 20 minutes or so in this area here, and we are currently ripping up floors and rearranging washer and dryer connections and everything else like that. So here a little later on, we're going to give it a try out in the workshop. At this present moment, we're just using the configuration where the onboard reservoir is collecting up the liquid and stuff like that. We just want to see how long it takes for it to reach its limit. Alright, you can see here that the relative humidity has come down to 51.8. Impressive. After just about 20-some minutes, 25 minutes of run time, it has gone from 65 to 51.9. It really feels comfortable. It really does. It's the temperature's still off there a little bit, but like I said, we're running equipment up in here, and the temperature will come down. Look at that. You get to see it come down, come up a little bit. The temperature, that is. We'll watch it go back down. And we've opened up the doors, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times here in the last few minutes, and outside airs come in, and it just takes it right back down. Well, I would say it's been a truly amazing performance by this product. We started at 65, and now we're down to what, 49.4. A minute ago it showed 48, but this is pretty cool. The temperature's still up there a bit, but the lack of humidity sure makes it feel so much better. Yeah, let me tell you, I'm really impressed with this Argendon Shield 35M. We put it use in the house while we're doing overhauling kitchens and bathrooms and stuff like that, out in the workshop. And we'll see just how much water. That's the humidity that's been pulled out of the air. Isn't that amazing? And like I say, you can attach your hose to it, pump it into a bucket, pump it out the window if you want to. But this is amazing. It made the air feel so much more crisp and stuff. So I can only imagine what this thing is going to do in the long run. But it is a beast. It's well built. The instructions are amazing. The instructions, or I should say the user interface, absolutely like super simple. I highly recommend this product, and we'll have all the applicable links and everything in there, and we'll give you a little sneak view right here. There's your website, phone number, support. You got a warranty. There's your specifics. It's really just a real well solidly built unit, and just wanted to bring it out here in the light so we can get a better view of it and stuff. But I really am impressed. Here's your filter. And like one thing I should mention, I think I already did, is if when it gets delivered and they have it set up on one end or the side or whatever like that, even upside down, give it at least 1 day, maybe 2, for all the oils and everything to settle back down into the unit. And anyway, we'll let this sit out here and drip for a little while, and I really am highly impressed with this. It's an awesome unit. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching, and like I said, I can't say enough good things about this product. It's excellent, awesome, well written instructions and everything else.